No, they are not get they are losing now their power and influence. So the major I would say danger for freedom of speech or freedom of press is now lying with Tymoshenko, who wants to become a president, because she is also very authoritarian, and she had been, when she was prime minister, she was fighting with journalists who were criticizing, creating problems for them or for their media, for the newspapers, and etc. Well, I mean, the thing is that if you talk about online media, I mean, online media is completely free. We even don't have sites that were blocked by the government's decisions or court's decisions, like in Moscow. The paper media is more commercial, and there are probably a couple of political newspapers which are very opposition ones. But I mean, I don't think they have great influence. And the TV channels, well, this is the main thing. I mean, most of the TV channels were pro-government, or pro-Yanukovych, because the owners are the oligarchs who don't want to have problems with the government. And only several smaller TV channels were all actually with their position. And it didn't change much. I mean, during events, during my done a couple of times, the broadcast of TVI channel and Channel 5 were interrupted on the demand of the court of the government, but only for several hours, because, I mean, obviously the government was not really sure that they have enough power to control mass media in Ukraine. So what we have now is complete freedom of press, and it should stay like this, but I mean, it's difficult to predict anything in Ukraine. So, at the moment, the tendency is positive, but now everything depends on the presidential elections and then on parliamentary elections, which will take place probably in September or October. I don't. I mean, I didn't come across any kind of instructions or censorship. But at the same time, I mean, I had no request, for example, from Russian media to comment on the events. So, I mean, everybody knows my views. So, in this sense, I don't know what would happen if somebody submitted a pro-Russian text to a newspaper. But probably there are texts like this on internet, because there are bloggers who were always pro-Russian, and they keep publishing their texts on internet. I had no plans to leave, whatever happened.